Hey YouTube, long time no see. I'm not even seeing you guys, so you're welcome for the awkward intro. If this is actually uploaded, then it will have successfully been a week of vlogging, trying to keep things book related. Woo! I'm holding it and I can't keep it straight. And because it's Monday, June 1st, it's like the best time to start, especially if you're like, need a good starting point. Why not a Monday? Why not the first of the month? So my goal this month is to try to work on my novel, whether it be writing or structuring or however, for at least an hour a day. It will be difficult some days because I work long hours, but we gonna try. So today I just finished a few things and I cut out these nice little cards from my calendar wall. My big wall calendar there. I had a couple blank months from the beginning of the year because I bought it in March. So I'm going to use these cards as like chapter guides so I can essentially make a visual outline of my story. Because I'm going through a few structural changes where draft 1 was a dual POV. Well, it was multi-POV actually because I had two main POVs with the brother and the sister, and then I had a few other stragglers, which I still like. So maybe a multi-POV. But then I decided to try to write it as two separate companion novels, so that in the third book it would get back together. Long story, but that it bothered me structurally to be like, here's single POV, here's single POV. Oh, they're back together again. Now we're in dual POV because I want both. The reason why I chose to try and do single POV was because I didn't feel like the story is about a brother and a sister. I'll tell you more later. But the brother story was not developed enough when I was like actually trying to revise and get this thing to a publisher or agent at least. So I was like, well, I'll write them separate and make sure that they're good. Like they got solid character arcs and all that. I think I've reached a point where the brother is a very strong character now. I have to kind of go back to what I had for this sister because I know there's going to be changes already, but she was kind of essentially developed already, so I need my cards and my push wall. Yeah, gonna push pin some timeline cards so I know what I'm doing and I can look at it because I'm a very visual person and I need to see it on paper or on something in front of me instead of on a screen. So that's what we're gonna do today, and it's about 8:38 right now, so probably kind of do this for the next 20 minutes and then gonna try to like write for an hour because I have to restructure some of the first chapters so I can actually move forward. Yay. I'm missing a 5. I broke, because obviously I used January and February. They both have 5s. They both have a 5th. I only have one 5. I have not moved. It's not in the trash. It's not in the stash. Just one. I guess I can't make a mistake on chapter 5. I'll let you know if it turns up. Anywho, so QWERTY's pop-up stream is happening in 11 minutes, which is perfect because it starts at 9, so I can start writing at 9. That 5 is missing. It's gonna bother me. It might be like 2 pieces stuck together. It's very possible. It's like, where did the 5 go? Well, it should be. Oh. Nope, that's a 7. Oh, wait, no. I found the 5. It was stuck to the 8th of January. So we're good now. Yay. Static. So it's still Monday. It is now 10:50 at night. I did my little note chapter things. I'm not gonna get too close so you can't read them. But I got like chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I staggered them so I remember, or so I can see like whose POV. And I have a lot more than that written, but that's the point where, like up to that point, I'm pretty sure that's how the layout's gonna go. After that, I'm not sure if it'll just alternate every single chapter or if it'll be like a couple group like 5 and 6 were. So I'm kind of just gonna focus to that point and do it in little sections as I pretty much end up rewriting the sisters' side of the story. I did that real quick, and then as QWERTY's live stream is going, I've been actually able to work on chapter 1. A little bit of revisions as I was reading through what I had so I could continue from there. But I'm, instead of saving them now as chapters, well, I guess they are chapters, but I'm thinking of them as scenes. So if I have to move things, or if it's like not quite a full chapter but the scene is written, then I have that and I don't have to worry about trying to hit a word count or whatever to make it feel like a chapter. So I went through that first scene, which is in the brother's point of view, and I saved that, and I kind of like constructed the file so I could print it out side by side, because for some reason that makes me feel more like it's going to be a book instead of just like on an 8.5 by 11. So I got my little scene printed out. I'm gonna put it in my binder. By the time the book is actually complete to a certain point of, feels complete, I can go through the printed version to work on like line edits, etc. Because I suck at grammar, so I would like to take my time. When it comes to revisions and stuff, having a hard copy to work on and then edit on the computer instead of just editing straight onto the screen. That's where I'm at today. She's still in her live stream, so I think I'm gonna listen to that. I might write some more. I don't know what my word count was because it was partially revisions and then I did add some stuff in, and I may write more. But I'm getting kind of hungry, so I just might go get dinner. That will be all for today. I think my husband just got home, so we're gonna make some yummy foods, and I will try to do productive stuff again tomorrow. Hello. It looks like it's Monday again because I'm sitting here in my shower hair and black dinosaur hoodie. But it is Tuesday, June 2nd, about 9:15. I'm tired. Also a bit just like numb to what's going on at work. We had to stay until probably 7:15. So I worked a 10-hour day. Like work. Still trying to work through the restructure. And I guess it was easier for me to work on some of the revisions I knew were going to happen early on than to write, essentially. Because when I'm at work, the only place I can't write anything is when my brain's like, we have all this motivation, let's write it now. That's when I have all these ideas because I have the time to think about it. And then I come home after a 9-10 hour day and my brain is like, let's go sit on the couch and take a nap. I don't think I should talk when I'm this sleepy. So I'm going to revise a little more and see what I can do. I really do think I just need to write the scene. But of course, I'm already like, well, what if I wrote from the other person's POV? And it's like, meh. Yes, gonna do some more revising. So tired. More revising and in the writing, in the words, and I see you tomorrow. I promise I finish. I promise you. Hey, so it's Wednesday. Just got home and showered, so the towel and more shower hair. I'm sitting down for dinner, which, yes, that is a rotisserie chicken, because I really wanted some roasted chicken. In a few minutes, a couple of my friends are gonna hop on. We're gonna do our Creative Commons video chat thing, which instead of just doing a live stream, which I've never done, we're kind of doing it so we can motivate each other. Also, my office, studio, study, name to be determined, doesn't have a fan in the ceiling, just a light. So, which is unfortunate because it's upstairs. It does have windows, but they're older, and it's a job to open them and then remember to close them if it rains, and it's supposed to rain, so I really just don't want to deal with it, especially because I got like papers and stuff kind of in front of that window. So until we either get new windows or figure out a better system, I stole the oscillating fan from the basement. Yeah, because the basement's cool enough, it doesn't need it right now. I do, because I'm going to be up here writing all the things. And I know exactly what I'm writing today. I had some good inspiration at work, even though I just didn't want to be at work, as usual. But I'm going to work on the sisters part, and we'll go from there. I'll let you know. Okay, bye. So still Wednesday, June 3rd. My hair is drier now. Look, this is what real post-shower hair should look like. So it's 9:30. We've been doing our little video group chat for about, we got on at 7. So 2.5 hours, even though someone didn't come on until like 8. They had great stories. But I'm learning through this practice how to write and simultaneously half listen, which was a challenge before, because if there was any other words going on, I couldn't write, which is why I don't listen to music when I write. But anywho, so it's 9:30, taking a quick snack break. P.S. Popcorners is a great, it's a great snack. It should be like everywhere. I need to find it. My dad gave me some of the bags and I'm like, yes, popcorn without the kernels, because that's the worst part. Anywho, got sidetracked, but I have 1,200 words. I'm still gonna keep writing. I'm probably about halfway through this chapter that I'm trying to write today. So yeah, writing stuff. Yo, we made it to Thursday. It's 8:45 p.m. right now. Yesterday, the whole creative video chat went really well. I wrote an entire chapter, which, okay, awesome. That was like 2,500 words. Let's just say that the chapter before it and then this chapter just really solidified the conflict that I must now, or at least I have to show this confrontation. Mind you, I'm back at the beginning of the book because I'm adding in the sister's point of view to my structured out writing. I can't word right now. I'm a little tired. I could just go to bed, but it's way too early for that. So I need to edit in this confrontation to chapter 3. If I can edit this into chapter 3, then I am able to move into the next chapter back to the sister's POV, which I need to work on. That is gonna be my goal today, is just doing a quick revise edit to chapter 3. Other than that, week I think has gone well overall, even though that chapter is probably the most I've written all week. This video should be up over the weekend sometime. I'm probably going to split like a Monday through Friday and then a weekend in case I do more over the weekend, but also so I can like put the video together on the weekend when there's more time. More air quotes. That one didn't need an air quote. It's mostly because if this video does get a little long, I need my computer not to die. And it's a very old laptop. Twice while I was editing videos before, it just black screened out and died on me. So I make an intent to back up all my files. Within 6 weeks, I want to pick out the next computer that I need, and I want to get a desktop that can do all the things. Why not? And a drawing tablet. Why not? I'm sorry, I'm always like showerhead, tired, and don't know what I'm doing. But that's kind of my life right now. Work, shower, attempt to write, Sleep. Alright, let's do some revisions. Let's do it. Hello. It's still June 4th. It's still Thursday. I didn't think I would update you guys because I thought it would just be like, right, and then blah. But as it has proven time and time again, as soon as I start and I get into it, then it gets good. So again, we're talking about chapter 3. I had to edit in the confrontation that I inevitably needed, and I'm really excited about this, guys, because that chapter 3, it used to be chapter 1. It was how I started the book, and that's mostly been unchanged since I wrote the first draft, like 2 years? No. A while ago now. But like that opening scene and the way that the chapter flowed never changed. So in draft 2, like I kept that my opening scene, and because it was kind of jumping into action, which I loved. However, because of the pace I wanted to set the action, I didn't have the time to introduce the characters properly. And initially I wrote like a short pre-scene or something leading up to that incident, where the brother was kind of just doing his day-to-day thing, and he thought about his sister, and kind of you got like a little like, oh, he's doing it for his sister. So there was that. His sister is obviously in the chapter, but he also is his caretaker and the dogs. And they weren't, like, it didn't feel right to introduce them and break up the pace of the action. So I put in that scene, and I wrote more. When I decided to go back to dual POV, I was like, maybe I can afford to go even a little farther back. Not so it's like a huge recap or background story, but just something to like set more concretely who the characters were. So that's where the new chapter 1 and 2 came in, and then the old chapter 1 became chapter 3. I like it. I just finished. It's 10:30, and I just finished editing that. So it took me all of an hour and a half, give or take, to write in. I think it was 5 or no, it was. I have to see now. How many words was that? Gotta highlight and figure out what I wrote. So I wrote 1,000 words, 1,081 words. For that confrontation new scene. Spoiler alert? I don't know. And then it goes into the scene that I already had written, with just a few added. I think I added a couple paragraphs to kind of tie in what just happened, because that wasn't there before. So the entire chapter is like 3,200 words. So it's a little longer, just a little longer than I do for most of my chapters, because they're usually somewhere between like 22 and 2,600 words. Not intentionally necessarily. I think if I can write a chapter in a day, I get to that point and then I'm like, yeah, that's the chapter. It's a coincidence, but maybe not. I don't know. It's a good length. It's a good length. Yes. So anyway, I was so excited that I immediately emailed the chapter to my 2 friends who are reading it, and my brother and my mom who are also reading it. And I need them to tell me what they think ASAP. Anywho, I'm gonna stop being ridiculous, but I'm super excited and happy for the way that this revision, which drafting, I feel like it's still technically just drafting, but sort of revising. But it's really just drafting, because I don't have a full novel yet. Or do I? I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go. And then tomorrow is Friday. Hopefully it's another productive day. And then I will get in this video together for you guys. Well, post-shower me again on Friday, June 5th. I've got a lovely pimple growing right in the middle of my freaking eyebrows. Okay, not that everybody looks there. It's like mostly out, but it's red and annoying. So I'm gonna ignore it. Y'all should ignore it. Okay, cool. I have to make some notes because I just had Cordy read through, like, I think 12 chapters, which from the brother's point of view, so I was initially writing it as a single POV. And she just read them all, and so I know she left comments on them because I got all the email notifications that she left comments on them via Google Docs. So I'm gonna go through and make notes because I didn't want any like grammar stuff necessarily. Like, I'm not doing line edits, I'm not doing copy edits. I know that I very often have tense changes and that whole like passive past blah blah blah. I know. I will work on it. So I just want like story, like contingency comments, general like emotional feedback. So as I'm getting all those notifications that she's read it, she's getting closer and closer to chapter 12. And she finished chapter 11, and I knew she was still reading because I had texted her. And so I just waited, and I got the best response ever. I don't know about you guys, but when you get like a very, very strong emotional reaction to something you write, it's like so satisfying. So yeah, I'm gonna make some notes on her comments. That way, as I'm going through with my sort of rewrites and revisions and all that fun stuff, I already know, or at least I have in my mind some points that have been pointed out. So yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. Happy Friday. All right, so I'm going obviously through the Google Docs to check her comments, and I told her I wanted simple. Like, she gave me a few more words than this, but this is all I needed to write. Chapter 2 of the Brothers version, intense. Yes. Side note, I don't know why when I spelled intense for my little chapter 2 note that it was capital and had a lowercase ents. It was intense. All of the notes I needed fit on this page because again I wasn't paying attention to the grammar ones so much. Like, I noted them in my brain, and I have the files. So when I'm doing that, or when I come across it in a chapter, hopefully I remember. But I'll be going through hardcore revisions later. So all the way up through chapter 12, she really seemed to enjoy it. And basically my note for chapter 12, other than her shipping my 2 male characters, okay, was just also intense. And I spelled that intense because I forgot the second N when I wrote it down. I added it, but it's Friday, my brain's not working. Let's see, it's 7:26, 7:30 right now. I'm not quite in the mood, or obviously the position of brain to write. Notice I'm giving myself a 5 head by cutting off the top. I'm sorry, y'all get to see the best of me. I need to eat, as I haven't eaten yet. I don't really get too hungry when it's this hot, but I know I need to eat, and I kind of want to just take a brain break and rest my body too. But if I do writing tonight, if I write tonight, at least progressively, productively. I don't know how I'm making these words work, but if I do that, then I will be doing chapter 4, which switches back to the sister's POV. So it'll be probably a combination of her POV that I wrote from draft 1. So it's kind of rehashing and rewriting, revising. But first, food. Something. I need to eat something. Hi. Still Friday. Just barely, because it's almost 11:30. I crashed so hard. It was great. I really could have slept through the whole night. But I went downstairs and ate food. I basically had breakfast because I had made beef bacon and eggs. I looked at the couch. I was sitting at the table and I was looking at the couch. Like, I haven't sat on the couch in a while. Because all week I've been coming up here to work. So I sat on the couch. Then I ended up laying on the couch. And then I was the couch for like 2 hours. So I didn't do any other writing stuff since I last did a little chitty chat. Been listening to a couple writing related live streams from Alexa Dunn's page, just to, I don't know, I guess hear other people's experiences, which actually I enjoy hearing about experiences. So I'm almost done with one of them, so I'm gonna just listen to the rest of that and make make a bracket. I'll probably have a clip of this in my next video because we'll play it over the weekend and I want to kind of keep the weekdays more writing focused, but I'm gonna make pretty much a nice version of the bracket for the villainous game. Yeah, it's a board game. It's awesome. And it's all like Disney villains. So I will explain that in my next video. But as far as the whole like first week of writing stuff, that's probably gonna be it for this video. If you guys watch this, thank you. Thank you. It's really just me talking about what I did and what I should do. Mostly what I should do. Yeah, the next video will be over the weekend, so it may deviate from writing a little more, but then starting up with whatever comes out, or next week I'll be back to just writing vlog only. So yeah, that's the plan. Thanks again, guys. Still a little tired, but I'm gonna make this bracket real quick just so it looks pretty and you guys can look forward to seeing it and a little bit more stuff next time. Bye.